What's going on, folks? Welcome back to another Scum video. I hope we're all doing well, and as always, thank you very much for your ongoing support on the channel. Greatly appreciated. Now, a massive shout out to all of my members out there, especially my Guardian tier, my highest tier out there. So thank you so much to all members, and appreciate all of your support to everyone. Thank you so much for your time, your generosity, and your support on the channel. Now, getting into this, guys, this is something that's really big, and as I always do, I like to put out the latest and greatest with Scum to give and feed to you guys, in case you don't have Twitter or you don't actually dig for the information. That's what this channel is all about. Now, there's something I really want to show you about the 1.0 visually, and you're also going to hear it as well. It's actually quite stunning, and we can sort of have a little analyze. I'm going to go to a couple of screens in just a minute. We're just starting off here. But first, I want to talk to you about the Horde system. Now, just before we get into that, because the devs have given us some feedback about the Hordes and a little blog about that they posted out a couple of days ago. So I want to show you this. It's quite important, in my opinion, because it gets it out there. A lot of people have been asking questions, and rightly so. And we all know Scum is definitely not perfect. I criticize it, as I did on yesterday's stream. I think we definitely dived pretty deep into criticizing most things in Scum, and including something about, well, one of the subjects we was talking about was mods. You know, mods is going to be very, very important, I believe, in Scum. There's a lot of people believing that there's not going to be mod support. I know it's not been 100% confirmed right now, but it would be nice to see mod support in the game in the future. I think that's going to be a big thing. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below on that. That would be cool. And if you have anything you want to discuss, then post it down below, guys, and I'll have a read of them later. So, just before we get into the Horde, I know I'm waffling here, guys. As you always know, I'm sponsored by GG Host. Any commission that I make on that by you renting, because obviously I'm going to make a little bit of money from that from using my affiliate link, that goes to supporting this channel, which is very important, okay? And if you don't use the GG Host affiliate link down below, that's fine. You can rent from any other provider you want, but obviously I'm sponsored by those, and I will only use GG Host. I think they are absolutely amazing. Kraken's got a great Discord, all the support for all the games over there, and we have a dedicated server on the raykitgaming as well. So I know you guys are kind of like, get to the point, but I need to kind of put that out there, guys, right? Because GG Host has been very, very important to us on this channel, providing us service for content and for other players, for the community as well. So thank you so much to GG Host. Just don't forget to use my name, RayKit, in the promo for your purchase. Otherwise, you won't get you 50% off your first month. Okay, right, I'm done waffling. Let's get to the next one. All right, ladies and gents, here we are. Let's check out the Horde. The Horde news, which you can see here. Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're all good. This is a surprise post, as we want to continue to keep you guys in the loop. So here are some news with the Hordes we want to share with you guys. Now, this is important stuff because this is a big part of the game. Hordes is something that's, you know, it's a PvE side of things, but is one of the main threats of the island. So here we go. We promised you guys we'll give you more news about the Hordes as soon as we could, and on that promise, we deliver. As you are reading this, we have started testing new changes to the Horde system to adjust it properly according to your guys' feedback and the issues we have seen ourselves over time. But not only us, as we want the community involvement in this as well. With the soft launch of dropships, we have some pretty good feedback, allowing us to adjust and tweak the feature before full release. So we're adjusting this approach to the Horde changes, and all of our alpha testers have access to the Horde changes, and all of them will be adjusted according to their feedback. The change include both how and when the Hordes get triggered and a puppet spawn proximity depending on the area. We do not want to share these numbers at this point, as these numbers are not what is important here. What is important is that it feels good, and that is the feedback that we want, to have it feel right. And on that, on this, we have our community and alpha testers to rely on. For now, let's have them check it out and break everything and adjust further as needed. And thank you for all your patience. You will hear from us soon. So that's really all we have from that right now. They are adjusting the Horde system and everything else as well, with obviously the proximity and what triggers them, as they're saying. I'm just reiterating. And going over this. Now, this stuff is very important because obviously we've had a lot of issues in the past with puppets. Puppets right now are quite weird and broken. They're kind of going through walls and bricks and rocks and stuff like that as well. Don't understand that, but I'm really hoping that they're going to get that fixed. That really is something that needs to be done, and I'm being constructive with my criticism here, guys. Like I said, I'm not just going to completely blow sunshine out of devs' asses. I've got 8,000 hours in this game. I'm entitled to my opinion, whether it's a good one or a bad one in that respect. But I always like to sort of come to some sort of conclusion that things can be adjusted in that respect as well. Now, the puppets, obviously, since the Horde changes, has really changed a lot of stuff, and they're working towards 1.0, and we're getting onto the best part of this video in a minute, I believe. Well, I'm going to show you something in just a minute, all right? And we can go over that in just a couple of minutes. But with the Hordes, yes, they definitely do need working. I think they're really good right now, other than obviously them glitching or walking straight through walls and stuff like this. But I'm really liking the way they are now. I think they're a lot better, having the stealth actually working, which is nice with the suppressors. Sometimes you get silent Hordes, and also I'm finding right now that sometimes you get puppets breaking down doors or knocking down doors, but you hear the door open, but you don't hear them banging. And then next minute they're behind you. So to some extent, they are kind of just popping up. But it would also be really good to sort of see that. Anyway, again, waffling. Let's move on to the next bit. This is 1.0 and 0.95 and 1.0, guys. Let's check this out. Right, I'm going to have my webcam off for this one, ladies and gents. So here we go. This is 0.95, and this is how 1.0 is expected to look on the left-hand side, as you can see as it goes across. Much more foliage on the ground, which is great, and a lot harder to see in the distance from what we can see. If you look at the differences on the left and right-hand side of how far you can see, that grass will cover a lot of those areas as well, and that looks like it goes out quite far too, and I think that needs to be done. Respectively speaking, in terms of being able to not see everything so far away in terms of foliage and that as well. And graphically, looks absolutely stunning. You can tell that the gamma and everything else is up as well. We've got more wind, weather-wise, on the left than we do on the right, but the colors are gorgeous. It really gives me that Arena Infinite kind of look, actually, because that's on the Unreal. If you haven't seen any footage of that, go check it out. I've got some on my channel, actually, so just go check the videos or the other streams. But look at this. And you know what? I would love to see this across the board, the whole map. I would like to see everything overgrown, because the city's overgrown, so why isn't the rest of the map? Everything looks too tidy. In towns is way too clean. The towns need to look like they are run, you know, that they have been overgrown over the years and stuff like this. Because the grass would be this long, it wouldn't be short. I mean, look on the right-hand side. Now, look, check this here. The grass is way too short here. But look at how it is on this side. And it would also be nice to have the weather adjusted a little bit as well, so it doesn't completely change how the game looks all the time, because the weather does do that. It changes a bit drastically, and it's actually connected, I think, with the time and stuff like that too. So having the weather change fast is just very strange, and it would be nice to actually enjoy a good storm, and even maybe in future have the storms actually affect us, you know, weather-wise. And have to survive the elements. Like, if you want to keep yourself dry, then you've got an umbrella, but you've also got a small chance of getting electrocuted by a lightning strike if you use an umbrella. Stuff like that, you know, really gives you that, you know, the threat of open world survival as well. But I'm liking this. I'm very, very much liking this. And I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with the audio. I don't know if this is the set audio as well. Tommy Slav did post this up in 720p, guys, so I do apologise that if it looks a bit iffy, because it is in 720p, and I've rendered this video into 2K, so hopefully it may adjust it a little bit better as well. So let me just get my let me just pause this here so we can see here. I'm going to get the there you go. We can get that up there now. I'm going to bring this down here just for a minute, so you can really tell the difference. Now the trees look quite similar. But you guys know that the foliage and everything for some trees, especially in the winter area, has changed, and maybe some of the other areas in D2 areas as well, and maybe in C1 sector. Like, you've got a lot of these pine trees in those sort of areas. So it'd be nice to sort of see the changes there as well and everything. I mean, so far this is looking absolutely gorgeous. I mean, look, Scum is not perfect, guys. It never will be. No game will be. But I think there's got to be some adjustments to some of the things here. But I really love the way that this is looking. This is looking absolutely stunning. We had a graphic change in 0.5, which was very well needed. Now we're going to have a graphical update for 1.0 as well. And the devs still state that they're going to be looking after the game and doing updates for the next few years as well, 2 to 3 years, I'm guessing, as well, after 1.0, as there's going to be updates and stuff coming out too. Now, one thing I would like to see is mod support. Guys, give me your suggestions down below. Give me your thoughts. Mod support or no mod support? I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we've been told there's going to be mod support, but we don't know this. I would love to see mod support in this game. I think it's definitely going to give the longevity, especially with people who make maps and map makers. Something that's definitely going to keep this game going for many, many years. And this game gives us something that no other game does, guys. But we also want it to be survival based, and a lot of stuff's confirmed, like the water, diseases, the boiling of the water anyway, rather than just taking it out of a stream. Maybe a stream will be better than taking it out of a lake, for example, because running water, clear water, fresh water, or cleaner water we can have on the rivers running down the mountains. Where it gets filtered and cleaned, and it gets cleaned and stuff like that as well. Whereas, like in a lake, you might need to use water, like decontamination. What's the word I'm thinking of? Water purification tablets and stuff like that, and having to boil it to get out the bacteria and stuff. Right, so guys, Thank you very much for listening to me waffle for a little while. It's really cool to see this. Like, I absolutely love this, and I love the sound of it. I'm just going to play this again just while we're doing rolling our outro here. So if you haven't done already, don't forget to click that like, click that subscribe as well, guys. Very important. I'll be back on the live stream tomorrow. Hit the notification bell, otherwise you're not going to get notified of the live streams. We talk a lot about. We were criticizing this game massively yesterday, but trying to find conclusions to how we can get around some of the more negative parts of the game and try to focus more on the survival stuff, you know? And that's what we do here. Guys, much love to all. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you tomorrow on the live stream. Take care.